Hi there! Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be doing something very fun. I bought a ton of new makeup left over from the holidays and stuff, and I thought I would show it all to you guys today. So this is an almost full face of new makeup. I'm going to be showing you guys what I got, where I got it from, and I'm going to be putting prices for everything on here. Everything I'm putting on, I pretty much am trying for the first time, so yeah, let's see if it's any good or not. If you're interested in that, just keep on watching. So I had a gift card to Ulta and I went ham. This is the first thing I got. It was the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. Still figuring out my lighting. Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. Never used this before. I'm going to put this on my face and basically tell you guys how I feel. I do use a lot of ColourPop products. I don't know if you're actually supposed to shake this. I use a lot of ColourPop products anyway, and I got this one because of the hyaluronic acid. It's very apparent that I am somebody who struggles with some acne here and there, and I was recommended hyaluronic acid by the skin lady at Sephora to help with like my normal to dry skin. I used to have oily skin, but that's a long story. That's another story time for another day. But I'm putting this on. Kind of looks like that. And a little on the chin. And the neck. This kind of smells like coconut. I don't know if it's supposed to. I'm not a huge fan of coconut, but it's like not bad. Did it make a difference? I don't know. I definitely feel it. It's got like a weird... I don't know, my skin's a little sensitive, and so I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac when it comes to stuff, but it does feel a little tightening. I don't know. We'll just continue on with the train, and hopefully it will get better. I don't know. While I wait for that, I'm just going to put on this little lip balm that I got as a gift a while ago, just to keep everything hydrated. This one's cool because it's got a little flower inside, I guess. See? Wow. I think it's a dandelion, which is technically a weed, but you know what? Spirit flower, am I right? I do feel like my skin is smoother now. It looks pretty dewy, so that's good. Now that it's kind of in there a little bit, I'm just going to be putting my foundation over it. This is foundation I always use. Sorry, it's not really new, but this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. I'm the shade 200. I'm also interested in seeing how this works together because this is supposed to be a hydrating primer with like a matte foundation. I don't know. Hopefully it'll look good together. I just like the coverage of this foundation a lot. Like, see? Bam. You don't even know who I am anymore. Okay, I gotta say, on camera my skin looks hella good. I'm just, wow. In person it's I guess. But on camera it looks really glowy with all this lighting and stuff, so that's a plus. Next, we're going to move on to the concealer. I got this new concealer. I've never used this before. This is like brand new to me. But it is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. This is what it looks like. Yeah. It is supposed to conceal, contour, highlight, and retouch. I also got it because it's supposed to be super coverage. And I think the box said something about this having hyaluronic acid in it too. Which I'm like, yay, because I'll take anything that helps my skin. But I basically got this because Jackie Aina uses this a lot. I got this in the shade Swan. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's gonna be too light, because right now it like matches my pasty ass here, but then here it's a little different. We'll see. I know the Fenty one does oxidize, so that makes me look a little bit darker than what I actually am. I'm always trying to pretend like I'm tanning in quarantine, even though honestly I live in Boston. There's no sun. But yeah, I'm going to open this up for the first time. And it does make a little bit of a mess, but we good. But this is like the applicator and stuff. The way that it came with an instruction kit, which I thought was cute. But you basically just dot it on and blend it out. So I'm going to follow directions because I'm a good little girl. And we're going to just kind of like dot this here. Ooh. Oops, that was a little off center. There. Here, I guess. It did say that this lady put it on her lips, so I'm gonna put a little bit here too. And here, maybe? Ooh. And for the heck of it, let's just throw it up here too. Why not? Oh, that's more than a dot. Okay, so let's see how this blends out. I just remember this stuff being a little pricey. Oh boy. Yeah, I remember this being a little pricey. I don't remember the price off the top of my head, but I'll put it on screen for you guys if I haven't already. Oh, but that's pretty light. Oh god, oh god, oh god, okay. Oh jeez. I feel like the other stuff blended in okay. I feel like my chin... Did it disappear? I don't know. But it might take a little bit for the eyes to disappear. That's all I'm saying. Is this natural? I can't even tell anymore. I don't know. It's been a while since I put this much concealer on my face, and I do feel like it's a little white for me. But I think this is how, like, the beauty YouTubers do their makeup, to be honest. They got that young triangle coming at their noses and shit. No shade. That's just, like, what I've been observing. But I think that looks a little bit more natural. Yeah, I think this is really good coverage. I think a little goes a long way, and I definitely put too much on. So it's worth the money. For the price, I did think that this container was kind of small. I mean, granted, it is bigger than a lot of other concealers I own. Like, my ColourPop one is like $6, and it's literally like maybe a third of this size. I think you get, how much do you get in here? A half of an ounce, a half of a fluid ounce, 15 milliliters, metric system. But yeah, a little pricey, but a little goes a long way, so there you go. Okay, so this next product I got because literally everybody and their mother has it. It's the L'Oreal Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Girl, okay, so I think my sister, I like used it when I was at her house. But it's been a while since I've owned this, and it's been a while since like I set my face like this. But I'm really trying to up my skin game. So we're gonna set with this today. I'm gonna do like the YouTuber thing of baking. I've never baked before in my life, so let me know how it goes. Okay, so now we're just gonna put the powder in the lid, I guess. ASMR. Okay, I'm going to use my special sponge that's meant for powders and dab it in. Tap it off, I guess. It's got little flaky flakes on it. I think I got some in my mouth. Oh, Jesus. I am not aesthetic. I'm not like an aesthetically pleasing beauty YouTuber, so I'm really, really sorry if I make weird faces and do stuff like that. But I'm just gonna like, oh god, pat that in. Ooh. Is this baking or just setting? Because I feel like I need more powder to call it baking. But I like what's happening so far. This product's kind of pricier too, so that's why I don't really have it in stock, but I definitely have heard people say that it's like an absolute necessity. And I kind of love what it's doing right now, honestly. So I definitely think this is a really good investment. I think I'm going to call it a day for the powder. I'm really pressing it into my skin with this sponge. Oh jeez. And then I'll just kind of like go over my skin with the brush real quick to swipe away anything that's left over. Here, I'll use this big fluffy brush. The next couple of products I actually got from Juvia's Place. I got 2 eyeshadow palettes, a highlighter, and a lippy stick. So, you guys have seen this in my last video. I used it, and I think you saw me use an eyeshadow from this one. I have to admit, I did lie. I have, oops, there goes that plastic. Oh well. I have used these before, just casually. You can kind of see that I messed up the pans a little bit. I got these because it was Black Friday and they had a killer deal. And so all these were like in a bundle. And I can't remember the prices, but I'll just remember what I got it for up on screen. This was my Christmas gift to myself. I've been wanting to try these shadows forever because Nikki Tutorials and my sister and everybody else says like they're super incredible. So I got the purpley ones. Again, like I just picked they were like an influencer bundles. And I picked the influencer that had the closest skin tone to mine just to kind of see what they would look like. But she recommended this one. And then she also recommended Nubia. What's this one? Okay, let me tell you the names first so I'm like more authentic. This is the Violets. And this one is Nubia 3 Coral. Now, I do use a lot of corals in general. I do like that color. But this is what it is. It's a lot more neutral, and it's got like some silvers in it too, just to be a little extra. I haven't used this one as much as the purples, just because I've been trying to teach myself to do purples. But I will be using this palette a lot today, especially because you guys know that like I don't always spring for blushes and contours. Most of the times I just use leftover shadows to do it because we economical in this house. But I will be using these as like blushes today, and I will also be using these as just like skin stuff on top of eyes. I don't want to do anything too crazy today. For me, it's like a Sunday morning, and I'm just gonna be staying at home working and watching TV and stuff. So I don't want to do anything too crazy. Like, I'm in my robe. I just want to relax. So I'm gonna be a natural queen today. But yeah, let me just take a brush and go into, let's see, this one. It might be a little light. Let's go in this one for the blushes. And I'm just kind of sweeping it over my cheeks. Okay, and we're just going to sweep that a little bit over the nose too while we're here. I'm just going to take this powder sponge or whatever and kind of push that into the skin. Try to make it blend a little bit more. Because I feel like the secret to makeup is literally just patience and blending. Like, you can have products that are really pigmented, you can have some that are like really expensive or really good quality, and like, yeah, that totally helps, but you still just need patience to make it look like, you know, it all goes together. Okay, now we're going to take a little bit more of an angled brush. Like this one is a little bit more condensed. Just for, okay, so I'll use this as blush, and it's still angled because I really like angled brushes, but this is just fluffier than this one. If you're somebody who's new to makeup, brushes do make a world of difference. Like, I want to pretend like they don't, but they really do. And it's just kind of like the same way you would paint a painting. You can't use one brush for every kind of stroke. It's the same thing for makeup as well. When you're contouring or you want a certain thickness or thinness or blend or edge, the brushes really do help. Do I think you need like an entire brush arsenal with all these random ones? No, I don't think so. But I think it's important to pay attention to like the type of brush you have. Okay, I'm just dipping into this darker color really lightly, tapping it off and kind of going and contouring my cheeks with that. See, that looks really scary right now, but I'm going to blend it out, I promise. And then we're going to do the same thing on our neck. I like to go a little bit higher, but you just have to be careful to blend if you go higher. This is my weak point because I don't have the patience, obviously. But yeah. Okay, and just like I did before, taking that sponge, trying to blend everything together. I didn't contour my forehead or my nose today just because A, nobody's going to see it, and B, again, I'm staying in the house. This morning, what did we do this morning? I woke up, I've been having a stomach ache, so I haven't really done much, but Douglas and I started that WandaVision show, and I really, really recommend it. If you're somebody who likes Marvel and stuff and kind of followed that around, I know some of the shows are kind of like hit or miss. There's some that I liked and some I really didn't like, but this one seems to be really promising. It's more of like a mystery than anything else, even though it looks like a cute sitcom. It's like really deceiving. I think that's the point. But I am excited for it, and I recommend it. I think it comes out on Fridays on Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, check it out. Okay, I'm actually going to use this Harry Potter brush, I think. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to use this Harry Potter brush for now just because my other ones are a little, like, ugly. This is a brush I actually got. I got a set of these brushes from my brother's ex-girlfriend a while back. They're supposed to look like Harry Potter brushes. They're not affiliated with Harry Potter because I think, like, copyright things. But it's like an indie knockoff brand. These are more of like a collector thing than like actual like practical, but I still love them. I'm still happy that I have them. They're really good in weight. They feel expensive, but I feel like I have other brushes that are more like bamboo wood that do a better job, because these are just kind of like, if you look at it, it's like really I like firmer brushes personally. See, this one's kind of flimsy-ish. But I'm just going to be putting an eyeshadow all over the lid right now. I'm going to start off like a little counterintuitive and put this really light shimmery shade all over my eye. I'm not really sure what I want to do yet, so I'm just going to lay down the light color and then build on top of it. I think this is the color I use most often. Anyway, at least in this palette. I like using the shimmers and the purple a lot, especially if I'm having just an easy day and I don't want to spend a lot of time with different eyeshadow techniques. I just kind of put on the purple shimmers because it looks like at least something's on my eye. This one, since it's more neutrals, I always feel like I have to overcompensate and do more when I really don't. Because see, this kind of looks pretty by itself. It's like you're going for a really natural gal type thing. I still feel like I want to do more. See, this one, like if you look at comparison, this one's very brown. This one's more of a red compared to this one. And then this is like straight up gold. So I think I'm going to take this red color here and then kind of just all around the outside of my eye. Okay. Excuse me. I'm just going to take the brush I used previously. Not dipping it into anything else. And I'm just going to use it to blend the two colors a little bit better. Okay. So now we have this going on. I like it, but I feel like it's a little too red. Is it? I don't know. I like how it makes my eyes look. But I might put a little bit of a matte eyeshadow just on the corner, just to make it a little bit more like grounded, if that makes sense. I use this color and this color. I think the natural one in between here would be this one. So I'm not playing with all the colors today. I just don't want to do anything too wild. I could do a sequel if you really want of me doing an eyeshadow look with as many colors as physically possible from this palette and the purple one. It's just this one's a lot of warms, which again I like for everyday stuff. But the other one's like cool tone purples, and that's more for fun looks. I think that's good. I kind of like, it's not like sloppy, but I feel like it's more impressionist, right? I kind of like it that it's free-formed and kind of fun like that. So yes, now we highlight. So I got this one too. This is the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3. It looks like this. And it's more of like more of a champagne color too. So in case you guys are just wondering, this is what that looks like. See? Wow. Yeah, see how bright that is already? But yeah, so I'm just gonna put this here. Woo! Here. Right. Kind of blend that out, and then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush like this one. See, this is a rounded one. I don't like using the feathered ones for highlight. I don't know why that was a thing. Because I just felt like I got a lot of powder everywhere and not a lot on your cheeks. I tend to use a brush that looks like this for highlight and just kind of like go in and get all the product on there. A little bit on the chin too. Bam! I look like the crimson chin. I'm about that. Then we put a little bit on our brow, a little bit on this brow. If we really want to, we put a little bit. I put a highlight everywhere. I put on my temples. Put it here. I want to look like a robot, basically. Like Android, Ultron. That's who I am. To be a functioning member of society, I tend to also kind of blend it in with a sponge too before I finish. Okay. So I'm really excited for this next part. We're almost done. I got this new mascara, and again, I'm trying to be bougie. I got the bougie mascara because the internet told me so. This is the Benefit Roller Lash. I've seen so many good reviews of this. I've seen so many professional makeup artists use this one. I've never used it before. I'm a little intimidated by it, not gonna lie. I am putting the price up here for you guys. I got all these from Ulta's website, and then it looks like this. It's got like a little rounded thingy. I don't know if you're supposed to swipe this way, if you're supposed to swipe this way. So I'm just gonna have at it, and we'll see if it's any good. Oh, is there a difference? Can you see? I think there's a difference. The advertisement I saw with this too is that like you're not, you know those curling things, the eyelash curlers that look extremely painful that people still do for some reason. I have never done that in my life and will not because I don't believe in torture. But this claim that you wouldn't have to do that this would like curl your lashes up and elongate them a lot. I like how they look. I mean, I'm like, I don't know. I definitely think they're curling, which is great. And maybe it's because I can't really see in the mirror too much. Or maybe this eyeshadow looks too heavy where I can't see them as much. But I think they look really big. So let me do the other eye and then I'll let you know if I think this is like a special mascara. Yeah, girl, these look long. Now, my only thing is that they do seem a little clumpy. I mean, I'm a transparency. I've been using the same type of mascara since I was literally in high school, right? I use, God, I don't know. I can't even, I have the packaging in my brain, but I forget the name. I think it's the Maybelline Stiletto Lash. It's just long and it's black, and I've used that one forever because I don't like when mascara clumps. My eyelashes, I'm pretty lucky. My eyelashes are pretty long and they kind of curl up anyway on their own naturally. I do think these give your lashes a lot of lift and I think they look really nice. But some of them I've noticed is like already starting to clump, and I don't know if it's because it's new mascara or what, but let me get up close to you. Do you just kind of see that on the edges? I mean, no matter what, mascara is going to do that. But I'm not mad at it. Do I think this beats my normal mascara? I don't know. I'll have to try this again with like a even more natural looking eye look and see if there's a big difference. But right now, I mean, I look good, so money well spent, I guess. Sorry I sound so doubtful in this video. I just really don't consider myself like an expert, and I'm trying to give you guys my honest opinion. So sometimes I'm still talking as I'm thinking and processing. Wow. Okay, now that the lashes are done, I'm just going to put on my lipstick and then set my face and call it a day. This is the lipstick from Juvia's Place again. But this is in the color Libra. That is my ascendant sign, in case any of you guys were wondering. But yeah, I put it on my last video. It's basically like a nice nude, and I think it goes with the look, so there you are. Okay, so now I'm just gonna spray my face down with my Urban Decay All-Nighter. This I do love. This was a great investment. I'm almost out. I need to go get more. But this is just a setting spray for your face, and I got this because, again, the internet told me to. But it's great. I love this thing. This is definitely worth your money if you need to go out and get something. Gonna fan that in real quick and then blot that in with the sponge. The sponge, also my favorite makeup tool to really get everything in there, personally. So if you don't have a sponge, or if you're trying to get one, any sponge will do, really. Anything that's absorbent. Look at that blend. Look at that. Look at that, girl. Some people do set before they highlight to make the highlight even brighter, so if you want to try doing that, you definitely can. I've done that in the past when I'm like going out, but like I don't go out anymore, so girl. So yeah, and that's the final look. Let me get up close and personal with you, please. Man, look at all that texture. Ooh, let's just recede into the background. But yeah, so those are the new products I got. Let me see. Let me give you a rundown of my final thoughts. Let me see. Okay, ColourPop primer. At first it gave me a weird, not gonna lie, it gave me a weird tingly burning sensation, but I do not feel that at all right now. That could have just been whatever product in here activating, I guess. But I don't use a lot of primers, but I definitely think in this case, like I like how my skin looks. I like how smooth it looks. Again, ignoring like the pimples and shit, like this can't fix that problem, unfortunately. But I do like it. I think I look pretty hydrated. I think I look really pretty. So I do recommend this one. This one's pretty good. And ColourPop tends to be on the cheaper end of other stuff. So if you can get stuff from there, like, I recommend it. I love ColourPops. That's no secret. For the concealer, I think, again, pricier, but I do think a little goes a long way. It definitely was pigmented. I think I just got a color that was a little too light for me, but at the end of the day, it still works, right? It's still blended in. So you can make things work. This, just a reminder, if you look like me, this is the color Swan. You might have to go for something a little bit darker. My problem I mean, it's hard to find skin complexion stuff online. And the part I struggle with is the undertone. I think the undertone was perfect for me, but it was just too light, if that makes sense. Because I think I'm more of a neutral person. I can wear warms and colds, really. It's not a big deal for me. So I think that means I'm neutral. Okay, so the setting powder, this lives up to the hype. I love this. I felt like it made my skin look really, really good. It made everything blot really nice. Again, a little bit goes a long way. I didn't bake like I promised I would because I don't know how to do that. But I did set my face, and I think it looks really nice. And I'm sure that like it did blot and get rid of some wetness. But like, of course, I don't know. I think it looked really good. So I definitely recommend this one too. Okay, so I have these palettes as well for eyeshadows and stuff. Now I'm gonna be real. I was expecting a lot from these in general because there's so much hype around Juvia's Place, and it's a black-owned brand, and I really, really want to support that. I do think that I kind of overestimated them in terms of pigmentation. I mean, to be fair, this is really, really pigmented. Like, the darker colors work really well. It's the shimmers that I feel like that come off differently in the pan. Like, you saw, like, this orange one on me pretty much matched my skin tone, and I don't think that this is my skin tone. I mean, it's just pretty light. So I don't know. I was just like a little let down, but I still think that I would buy more from them again. I'm just going to keep playing with these to see how I feel. But again, we just support black-owned businesses. Yay. The highlighter, on the other hand, though, the highlight I do like. I think this is really good, and I think it's a really generous size in the pan. I like that it has a mirror. So I really do like this highlighter too. Again, look at that inner corner. Like, hello, that was just with a finger. So I think this is really, really good. And then the lipstick, super creamy. This lipstick, it's really good. Nude lipstick. I do like that one too. And then I think the last thing on my list is the Benefit Roller Lash. I might shake people when I say this, but mascara is mascara. Have I had bad mascaras before? Yeah, definitely. And I wouldn't buy them again. But for the most part, it's really hard to mess up a mascara. My eyelashes do look really long and nice, but I could get this with my drugstore mascara too. So I do think this is a little bit overpriced for what it is. Don't hate me in the comments down below. But yeah, those are my final thoughts on all the new makeup I got for Christmas. If you want, I was thinking about doing a video where I just like did everything that I got for Christmas or everything I bought myself for Christmas, because I did get myself stuff that wasn't makeup. I did buy myself things that weren't makeup related. And if you guys are interested in seeing that as like a little mini haul, feel free to let me know, but down below. But yeah, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. It would help me out a ton. You can also help me out by liking the video, sharing it with a friend, commenting down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know. And yeah, until next time, thanks. Bye.